I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to pause this gameplay. It's all good. It's just gonna be paused for a second. Alright, cool. And now we're back. This is gonna be a basic walkthrough for the map Ascension. And we're gonna get into some high rounds. But first, we gotta change out our goblin guns. Now, Ascension's probably one of my favorite maps to try to get high rounds on. I probably know it the best out of all of the maps that I have. So, cool. Alright, got all the perks I need. Ascension, the daily task is kill 40 zombies with a bowie knife. As fun as that sounds, it is double XP, and I do get 7,500 XP points. Fuck that noise. I am not running around with, especially if you don't get liquid divinium. Ascension is basically one of those maps where you can run all around and collect your liquid divinium really fast, because there's a lot of space to run. There's really good spots to train zombies at, as long as you don't get caught up in most of, you know, what the like the insides of the map is. So, alright, I know I'm not explaining it really well. You'll see what I'm talking about. There's a bunch of stairways. Basically anything inside is a near death trap. You don't want to be inside for this map. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in a little bit. We're gonna try to stay here in the first room as long as we can. Double weapon XP. Oh, so it's not even double
Main
XP,
power
it's double
offline.
weapon.
Auxiliary power activated.
And like, normally if I really want to get into high rounds,
I must give light to this dark, dead place.
Please, help me. She's coming. The mechanism must be repaired.
Who are you?
Should not have done that. Oh man, I just wasted all of that money. Wow. And these are the main doors that I'm gonna want to open up. Oh, and I can get my bowie knife early.
I will cut through them like a warm knife in butter.
And maybe I can grab a wall gun if I...
Time to meet your end, demon!
And I got a wall gun, cool. Resistance time. So on the first round, luckily enough, I used the gobble gum so I could open up most of my shit. The only thing I really didn't open up was this part of the map over here, which is going to be really important when you want to get the Easter egg. So, when you first start off on the bottom, there's this gyrating, you know, if you ever seen the movie Rocket Man, like, they get into one side and they use it to, I guess, simulate the intensity of the speed they're going during a liftoff or whatever the deal is. So normally what I would do is stay away from that area because you're cool around the sides, but as soon as you get into the middle, it'll knock you out. And if you don't have a quick revive, you just wasted your whole time. Now again, this is round 1, and I haven't killed any zombies. So let's go ahead and... What I like to do is 6 in the chest, and a knife, round 1, just so I can get as many points as I can. You can't get that many wall rebuilding points. You can't get that many points for rebuilding the wall early on in the game. It's all good. If you hear that in any one of these maps, you're near one of the Easter eggs. So there are 3 bears on this map. If you hold square, or I guess on Xbox, what would it be? X? You can collect that bear. So you need to collect 3 of them. And the bear will stay there, but like you'll hear the little jingle that'll indicate that you actually, you know, that you picked up the bear. And you need to collect 3 of them in order to get the song. This is a random perk machine. Now the thing is, once you turn the power on, which is all the way at the top, which is where I just came from, once you turn the power on, monkeys will show up. But I'll get into that in a little bit. So let's start from the very beginning. I always try at the end of every round to keep 1 or 2 extra zombies running around, so that they're, for the most part, distracted from what's going on. You know, like, I'd rather have 2 zombies than a whole horde of zombies running around, or have it be the next round while I'm trying to do things. So they're slow, they're not chasing me too much. All I gotta worry about them is them dying by being over here. Now, you start over here, and this is, for this reason, I go upstairs. I always go upstairs, and that's for the reason I want to keep my zombies alive. I want to know where they are. In those higher rounds when you're training the whole entire map, it's a little different. But I like to know where my zombies are at the whole map. So I come up here, first thing, and then I collect this. Usually I get this gun right here. It's a $500 buy, and it's a semi-automatic pistol. And it does pretty well up until the 4th or 5th round. You can definitely get to around 7 on this just by being up here pretty easily, if you just are careful about where your zombies are at again, and making sure you kill them as soon as they come through the barrier. You can spend a good amount of time in here. You know, you can run down here and train them back up. So what's really interesting about this map too is if you stay here up until round 7, you will obviously accumulate a lot of points because you haven't bought anything. Usually by buying this door or the door down there right next to quick revive, which is out of sight from here. Usually in the first couple of purchases you'll get a liquid divinium right away. I think it's based off of the points you spend, I'm pretty sure. When I first started playing Ascension, I would always go through this door right here. It would take me up the stairs and to the power room right away, which is what I thought would be the first place I want to go. Now, because I know that the monkeys by round 4 or 5 plus, after the power is turned on as well, they come for your perks. So like, let's say you get the quick revive so you can get up for 500 bucks. Those monkeys can come for your perks, and they have a specific location they come out of every single time. By not opening this door, it seals off the rest of the building, and I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. So I go through here. And see all this space? You got all this space to run around. No zombies can fuck with you. Alright. So over here, this is where the monkeys show up. One pops right here, and one pops right here. It's not two separate monkeys, it's two spaceships, or space shuttles, or whatever. One crashes right here where this zombie is, the other one crashes right here. So essentially, the monkeys spread out on either side, so it doesn't matter which side you come out on. You choose from the first room. Either way, the monkeys are going to be able to get to the perks that you picked from the original path. So if you choose not to open this door, they'll still pop up from here, come through here, go through there. If you choose to stay inside here and over there, they're not going to be able to get anything over here, but they still show up over here, and you can go through all through here. They'll go up, they'll go down, and the reason I said not to open that other door is because this is where Jug is. Jug is probably one of the most important perks of the game. It makes you handle more hits when zombies hit you. You know, like right now I can only get hit twice, maybe 3 times before I go down. With Jug, it increases, maybe even doubles the amount that that it takes for me to go down. And this is the door for the first room. So now the monkeys can't go through here, and as you can see, the monkeys therefore can only come down this path right here. So all you gotta do is sit there, watch out for the monkeys. That's just to protect Jug though. How do you protect multiple perks, you ask? What you would have to do is essentially, if you have perks on that side of the map, you have to account for where the monkeys are going. So there aren't really any traps in here, so you'd want to set your traps far, run back here, kill off what you can, hopefully as the monkeys start spreading out, and then as they start to dissipate over here where you're at in this area, you gotta run back to and then cut the trap back on. The monkeys can slip past the trap for this area, so just be careful. They used to have claymores, they don't anymore. Let's see, this is a whole nother area. So let's say you get this perk right here. If you want to protect this area, all you gotta do is put up the trap. This trap right here will deter the zombies for most of the time. I mean, not the zombies, the monkeys for the most. What the fuck is it? Isn't it like right over here or something? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so here's the trap. It shoots fire up from here. So the monkeys can't get past. It mostly just deters the monkeys to go to other perk machines, but if you can balance it well enough, you can make sure the monkeys never get your stuff. Again, they used to have claymores. They really should bring claymores back, even though the garage device is highly effective. I know that part of the Easter egg for the garage device, you have to throw in case you don't know what the garage device is, it's just when you hit the box enough times, you get a teleporter. It's like the vortex thing, and if you throw that over there, and it'll land right behind that little crate, the thing that's beeping up right there. Yeah, you gotta throw it right behind there, and then Maxis will say some stuff. You gotta get all the nodes, click all the nodes, and something, you gotta like destroy something, and then I think it'll give you like an extra perk and like death machines or something for your whole party. I haven't really figured that part out, but that's just an interesting side note. I think it's something that you also have to complete with multiple people, so that's one thing too. Here, let's just
weapon requires sustenance. You cannot win this war of attrition.
Alright, so now it's a new round. It's round 2. It's round 2, and I have everything I need unlocked. Except for that last room over there. All I gotta do is turn on the power. And then that should be good. Let's see what else pops up out of the Gobble Gump. I do not need that Gobble Gum right now because I have the Bowie Knife. Bowie Knife makes it real easy. I hope this counts as the Bowie Knife, even though it's technically something else.
You bring shame to the zombie people.
Yeah. So right now I'm killing it because I was able to get use that stopping perk, everything spray perk. It ran down in a minute, and I wish I used it a little bit later than I did, but it gave me a chance to get everything open really fast. So I have a gun, a decent gun, and I have all my stuff open. Pretty early, so let's see how this goes. Because I know this knife will last for a while. This knife will last for a good long while too.
More ammo or no weapon. Decision is decision. Fortune and glory. Fortune and glory.
See that? It's insane. 6,000, damn near 6,000 points. Round 4. Already got a gun. Most of my shit's unlocked. Honestly, I'm just fucking around at this point. I could have, not right now. By the end of next round, I can have something packed a bunch. Easy. It's nothing. Yeah, I forgot I don't have quick revive, so I shouldn't just be fucking Wile E. Coyote or shit, or whatever you call it. shouldn't be so blasé about.
Zombie brain make for bad sushi.
Alright, you see that? I turned the power on. The monkeys aren't gonna show up just yet. I don't have a perk, so they're not even gonna fuck with me until I get a perk going. They're not worried about me right now. But now I can start unlocking shit.
Touch not, lest ye be destroyed!
Initiating Luna navigation systems. Awaiting security protocol 13255.
Wow, that was stupid. I can't believe I did that. That was a really dumb move. So, right now I have a shitload of points. I'm gonna use these shitload of points to pack a punch my guns to start doing shit.
The most interesting weapon. Let the cleansing begin! Chambering bullet! Music to my ear! The dead shall fall before me! This tool of devastation feeds my honor! My ancestor bless me! Juggernaut is fuel for honor!
Alright, so I wasted a lot of money on getting, hitting the box. I probably shouldn't have traded out the weapons I did, but I was really trying to get my guns on. Oh yeah, I can't call it. I don't have enough. Now I do. So this is where the second location for the bear is. It's right behind this fence in this far area. It's right behind you. It's gonna be hard to see. You gotta crouch down. Make sure you press square, or if you got Xbox, press X. That's the only reason I killed that zombie. I had to get enough so that I could ride the lander. You need to ride all 3 landers in order to go back up to the power. Press the button that's next to the power so it launches the rocket. After you press the button, if you have a ray gun, or I believe a weapon strong enough, you can shoot the rocket down, and then it'll give you a double points when it opens up the, yeah. It'll give you double points when it opens up that area. I know it's going slow right now, but I'm just pacing myself to make sure that I'm doing what I have to do in the early rounds before it gets nuts. So I took those 2, and I just need to take the one all the way across here. Everything should work out so long as I don't accidentally kill one of the zombies. There's the final teddy bear. And there's the song. See that? That's how you know you can launch the rocket. I'm not gonna go up there just yet. Matter of fact, fuck it, I'm gonna just go do it right now. If I can open it up. What the fuck? That's some bullshit. I was definitely using my Bowie knife. I'm kinda mad that I used my everything's free perk. Well, still got some Divinium. That was a pretty shitty lose. I got a little cocky. Wow, that was pretty bad. Definitely kind of mad about that, but at least I still got another free, everything's free perk. Fuck it. We're gonna give it another go. Excuse me if I'm quiet this round, but I'm just gonna run through it. I'm not gonna give too many tips this time around. I'm just gonna try to at least. And it's always something dumb that makes you die. It's never something that like, it's like, oh, well, I had to do one last leap of faith, and then there was this explosion, and the only way you can survive that explosion. Nah, it's like, I looked the other way, looked back, everything was clear around me, and then I dropped a grenade or something and blew myself up. But sneezed, so I couldn't, you know, I couldn't move or something. Like, something dumb like that. Something like what the fuck happened right now.
Main power offline. Auxiliary power activated.
Catching me in a corner.
Yeah, I'm almost out of vodka. I mean, no power.
Alright, again, I go all the way to the top.
I
I
will
let them
help you,
finish
but only
talking
if you
before I
get me
go
some
get
vodka.
the other, before I get that shit. And because it is, I'm not using the everything's free perk, I'm gonna grab this gun. And I'm gonna get my building buys in. Too bad, I accidentally killed him a little faster than I should have. Damn, again.
Zombies to death! I need ammo!
You hear that? That's the sound of you picking up that fucking bear. Another tip. Instead of diving toward a zombie and knifing, kind of move back and knifing, and then you don't get drawn into them. You recover a lot faster if you just move back and knife. And then if you, like at the early round, I don't want to nuke right now, so I'm gonna move back, and hopefully by moving back, I don't accidentally pick up the nuke.
want twice as much too?
Oh my god, this fucking sucks. Well, there you have it, folks. That was a really bad game. That was a really bad game. I was distracted. I just want to get up. But thanks for tuning in. I'm not going to make it any longer. Take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in.